C Corp, S Corp, LLC, sole prop, partnership. People talk about that all the time. I'm a tax attorney. Let me explain it in a way that anybody can understand this. Over here, we have entities. And then down along the bottom, we have how those entities are taxed or could be taxed. If you're a C corporation, and a C corporation is something everybody knows about as a company like Apple, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, those are C corporations. C Corp is only taxed as a C Corp. Double layer of taxation. Once we get into S corporations, they are taxed as S corporations. Then we get down to partnerships and LLCs. Partnership in and of itself is generally taxed as a partnership, and that is over here. That is pass-through treatment onto your Schedule C. You will be issued a K-1 from the partnership. Once you get to an LLC, it can be taxed three ways. It can elect to be taxed as a C Corp. It can elect to be taxed as an S Corp, and it can elect by default to be taxed as a partnership. Then we get down to sole proprietors. Sole proprietors typically take the partnership aspect and everything passes through and goes on your Schedule C. Even though you don't have a partner, that's how it's treated as partnership. Most people who are not incorporated are sole proprietors. That revenue, the profit and losses, passes through from the business to them personally and goes on to their Schedule C. As you can see, I've identified pass-through entities here as sole prop, LLC, and S Corp, and the partnership itself. That means those entities, they don't file tax returns. They file information returns. That means that the entity itself doesn't pay taxes. Your LLC is not going to pay a tax. Your S Corp is not going to pay a tax. And a sole prop does not pay tax. You individually pay the taxes. Everything passes through to you. Unlike a C corporation that files an 1120 tax return, that is actually a tax return filed with taxes. But when people say, oh, I'm a sole prop, or oh, I'm taxed as an LLC, you're not taxed as an LLC. The LLC is the entity. You can be taxed as a partnership, an S corporation, or a C corporation, but you're not taxed as an LLC. Most of you out there who are entrepreneurs or own your own business are probably set up as LLCs. That's great. It's a wonderful and very flexible entity. I am going to go over when you should convert from being taxed as a partnership to an S corporation, or even possibly if you ever should be taxed as a C Corp. Follow along, that'll be the next video.